Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? METAVERSEMILLEN here. How are we all today? We're about another video. We're currently in LA right now. Looking through the map, just got home from work, excited to jump on. We're going to talk about Sparkade.me today as well. I was up to about 4 in the morning. I wasn't planning to. We ended up getting a few sponsorships from Quailwood and everybody over there. So shout out to Quailwood, amazing people. And everything they're building with the 3D assets and everything we're going to look into this video as well. But the 3D assets are for Sparkade.me, and we looked through it, was watching a few of the videos what was released yesterday, and just a couple of different kind of stuff on Discord and that, and we ended up till 4 in the morning just constantly learning and playing the game. And it's so exciting, kind of the marketplace and the way it's kind of a closed market will really benefit a lot of players coming into the game, no matter what time you come in. And then also there's just so many kind of revenue streams and options with it as well, and kind of the people behind the game and the players who are actually joining the game seem amazing. And it's just such a good opportunity with everything going on with layer 2 right now. It's just kind of all over the place. This is something what's really positive, and this is kind of I've searched on YouTube, I've looked around, there's not much content around it as well, so we're going to change that, and we're going to start dropping some Sparkade.me content and see how we can actually grow on that as well. So thank you so much for the support. Click that subscribe button if you're not already, and let's get into Sparkade.me. So we'll go over here right now. If you actually go onto it, Sparkade.me, and then you can actually go over straight to the website. Once you register as well, once you get your code, all you have to do is go over to Upland and then go into the settings over here, and then you can see the third-party applications, and then all you do is connect new app, add the code, and then it'll pop up here. So if we go, you can see in the afterwards you'll see Sparkade.me. So as long as that's all turned on, you'll all be good, and then you can actually reconnect if you need to in the future. So this is basically the dashboard. This is what it looks like. It's really cool. So you can see the top mine cities. So these are all the different mines in the cities, and then you can see the mine builders as well, like the leaderboard for people building as well, which is really cool. You have 4 different types of mine in the game. So you've got the base, the colony, the moon, and the planet. So these are all depending on how many you want to how much you've got to buy. Basically, the planet's really expensive, and then obviously you can start with your bases as well. And then you have on the base, you have a region and you have a factory as well. Factories basically produce crystals, and region produces resources and stuff like that. So you can see the people, the drone bots, and the supplies. So that's really cool. So your aim of the game basically is to get your mines online. So Squee is basically all your properties. So I've got, I think, 1,000, and I think I've got, what have I got here? So 984 now, actually, because I've sold quite a few, actually. Yeah, we sold another 7, which is amazing right now. So if we actually quickly show you this as well, this is so cool. So War Jam has now got 22 entries into the $100 wheel on Genesis Week, so that's cool. It's still open to the 30th, so if you want to jump onto that wheel, you can do. Just buy any Dreams UK property. You can buy multiple properties to get multiple entries. I think there's over 60 entries right now into the wheel, and so that'll get spun on probably the 6th or the 7th on Genesis Week as well, and then someone will get $100, and I'll send that straight over as soon as you've seen the video as well. So you can have that for the Genesis if you're going to Vegas or some other good stuff as well. So yeah, jump onto that, any James UK property, and get yourself on the wheel as well before War Jammy takes the whole wheel. So yeah, that's really cool. You can see all the names here right now on the wheel right now, and all the different entries. So if you want to be involved with that, go jump over, get some James UK property, and get on yourself on the wheel and potentially win that $100. Yeah, that's going really well right now, so we're kind of push that as well. If that goes really well, we're going to keep on doing that going forward and make kind of the giveaways bigger and bigger. Just add some more fun to the game, add some dollars to the game, just make it kind of, yeah, kind of just level it up a little bit. So your squees are basically your properties. So every property you own in Upland is a squee. So all it means is basically an uninhabitable bit of land. So you've not built anything on that land right now. So in a squee, you can build a base, a colony, a moon, or a planet, depending on how much of each you've got. So you'll need the 20 people, 20 drone bots, and 40 supplies and 100,000 sparkles to build a base. Why do you want to build these in the game? You want to build these so you can actually get a factory and also get the crystals online. So if we go over here, you can see in mines right now, if we click onto here, we upgraded a few last night. Was looking into it, trying to understand what I was doing before we jumped on the video and actually filmed it. But we've got 1 moon, we've got 2 colonies, and we've got 2 base right now. So I put I think I put 10,000 UPEX into it, just to basically grow at the start, because at the start, obviously you're starting off, you will take 5 days. So if we go into this right now, you can see region is 5, and then factory is 5 as well. This means it'll only take me a day. So if this was on level 1 and this was on level 1, it would take us 5 days. If it's on level 2, it'll take us 4 days. Level 3, it'll take us 3 days. Level 2, it would take us level 4, sorry, it'll take us 2 days, and level 5, it'll take us 1 day. So basically your goal is to upgrade these as fast as possible, and then once you get them to level 5, this will create a crystal every day for me, and then it'll also create 200 supplies and then 100 drone bots and 100 people as well every single day. If you had one level on it, you'd get 20. I believe you get 20, 20, and then 40. Because we've got 5, level 5, we get the 5x that basically. And then you'll get a crystal every single day as well. You have to upgrade these with crystals, which is really cool. And you can see with the crystals here, there's actually a page, if we can actually find it quickly. It might be in money. This is basically where the escrow is. So yeah, you can see I've put 7,500 UPEX into it right now. You can see all the different sales on each mine as well, and then you can see the mine builders. You can also see the top mine sitters. You can see your spark balance as well. You can see how much is up in Upland right now. And then you can see how many bases, colony, moons, and if I bought a planet, you'd see planet under there as well. You can see how many I've got in total, so people, supplies, and drone bots. You can see how much sparkles I've got in transport. This is important because to build, like to upgrade or add a mine or something to your squee, you'll need to have the sparkles in transport. You can earn sparkles through playing the game, like which is Spark Quest, which is really cool. And they're adding like different stuff onto it as well, so you can get more points if you own like a rocket in like kind of a map asset in layer 1 of Upland, which is so cool like that. You know, different block explorers, different like map assets, different stuff coming into the game, like we was talking about on yesterday's video. All these different map assets, so you can actually put the base, the mine, the colony, you know, the planet, like kind of 3D asset on your property. So when you go over to attack that property, you can see which property it is as well. And when you attack the property, the player's getting that visit fee, but then you're also going to potentially get some UPEX and then some resources off attacking as well. So it's kind of like encouraging sends in the game as well. And with the mechanics, it's really good as well. So you could technically build your mines up to level 5, so they're just creating more resource every day, triggering like people to want to come and attack your node. And then if they do, you're obviously getting a lot more like sends in Upland as well. And then the sends add up. If you have a 25 UPEX send, which we do, we won't lose as many resources when we get attacked. If ours is up at 125 UPEX, it'll attack us a lot harder and we'll lose a lot more resources. It's really cool how everything like blends in together. On the front, I wasn't too sure, but when you actually look at the mechanics behind this and that, and it's so cool. And then they're gonna upgrade this as well. They're gonna add on like different like kind of game engines and stuff as well. So in the future, it won't be kind of like this layout, but the mechanics behind it are so cool and like really awesome to see. It's like on a mine right now. So we've basically got 10 crystals already, so the 5 and the 5 on the factory to get them to that level 5. So every day now it'll create another crystal, and then those crystals, depending on how many I have, will get automatically put into the marketplace. If you want to like add or upgrade one crystal right now, if we actually go over to, I think it's in here, power region. No, it's not. Where is it? Attack, is it? Not mines. I think it's in mines, is it? Not in mines, coins, leaderboard. You can see all the leaderboard as well. Different like kind of all the nodes, everyone was building, which is cool. But there's actually a bit, is it in sparkade.me, this bit here? Yeah, here. So you can see currently trading at 325 UPEX. So every single day I'll create another crystal right now off those level 5 factories and those mines. So that's really cool like that. And then if I have a certain amount based on how many's like, so when someone goes to buy one, it'll calculate who's got the most like kind of overstock, and it'll pick off that as well. So you don't naturally sell it, it'll automatically sell it in the game, which is so cool. You can see there's 25,192 in circulation. Altogether, there's 34,000, and then available right now, there's 73.38%. So yeah, the game depends on like which player is going to sell it. So, but it's really cool. A lot of players are making a lot of money as well. You can see market sales is 95,856 UPEX this week as well, which is so cool to see. And then if I start to get some sales in the game, you'll start to see the UpX come up here as well. So the way you sell like kind of your mines in the game as well, because every time, this is what I like about this game. If I actually go over to Squee right now, so squeeze your properties where you've not built any like mines on top of it. So squeeze like your empty properties, which is cool like that. But if I wanted to upgrade that to a base, it would cost me 100,000 sparkles, 20 people, 20 drone bots, and 40 supplies. So when I upgrade one of these squeeze, I'm not buying it off the game. That's coming from someone else's mine. So if your mine's got like 3x the amount of resources, or like 50x or 100x, the higher it is, the more potential you've got to sell those extra resources. So if you want to sell loads of bases, it basically says get a lot of colonies. So you can sell like obviously underneath it as well. So you'll sell a couple of colonies, but you'll sell a lot more bases as well. So right now, say I had a colony and it had like 5 million sparkles on it, like 1,000 people, 1,000 drone bots, and like 2,000 supplies. You can see like how many X above this it is. So I'll sell a lot more bases depending on how high my colonies and my bases are in the game. So like if you have a mine, so right now we've got on our minds, this is how it's so cool. And when we got our head around this, we started to understand it. So right now we've got like on this moon right now we've got 2 million sparkles, 2,109 people, 2,271 drone bots, and 4,133 supplies. So what our plans to do is we've got nearly 1,000 properties, so we're going to buy and build basically like 250 of every single one. So 250 base mines, 250 colonies, 250 moons, and then 250 planets as well. And then we're going to try and add as many sparkles, people, drone bots, supplies to those as possible by upgrading those to level 5. And then every single day I'll just get more resources, and then once the resources like become a lot more than what you need to like the minimum. So the minimum right now, if we actually go over to the mines, I think it was in here, or was it back in sparkade.me? So if I go over to, no, it was in Squee, wasn't it? So yeah, we'll go back to Squee. So right now you can see if I had a base, like right now I've got 100,000 sparkles, 20 people, 20 drone bots, and 40 supplies. So say I just built a base, which we'll do right now, that every single day will go up, because obviously I'm going to upgrade it to level 5 with crystals. I'll either buy the crystals with UpX right now, and once I buy it for crystals, like I buy those crystals for UpX, that UpX will go to someone else in the game, and that crystal will come to me from that player. So it's basically a closed market, but you're buying every time you upgrade all these like amounts you'll get. So for the 100,000 sparkles, for the amount it costs for the base, you'll get 100,000 sparkles, 20 people, 20 drone bots, and 40 supplies. Same if you bought a colony, you'd get 500,000 sparkles, 200 people, 200 drone bots, and 400 supplies. That would come off someone else's like overstock in the game, if that makes sense. The more colonies you have, and then the more kind of like resources on those mines, the more chance it'll like sparkade.me will come to your mine to use those resources to sell to another player. So the bigger you have like resources, so say you have like 50 colony, like 250 of each, and then they've all got like a lot of resources on it, you'll be the top seller in the game basically. So that's how it's really cool. It's based on like your growth in the game and stuff like that. But I like how when you buy crystals, like you buy off someone else, when you buy like a base, a colony, all the resources are coming off someone else as well, and they'll get those sparkles, or they'll get those UpX depending on what currency you use to purchase as well. So yeah, it's exciting. I've seen a lot of UpX getting put about in this. I've seen a lot of players with like big accounts and stuff like that. So it's exciting to see. And the way it's set up, that doesn't matter if you're a small or a big player, you won't be able to like get too far ahead, or there's no way for this to actually like, it's going to benefit the players what have more mines, like obviously, but it's not going to like penalize like, you're never going to like, it's not going to disencourage new players coming into the game and trying to grow on it as well. That's what I love about it. Like the other players basically paying for the other player to come into the game, but then when that player grows, like he'll be supporting the new players by selling those resources. And because it's a closed market, I don't see like the prices dropping like they are, you know what I mean? They'll only sell when they're ready to sell. So like people aren't chucking crystals on the market and sparkles. Once someone goes to buy, that's when it'll take off someone else's nodes. Yeah, it's set up really well. I hope I broke that down okay so people start to understand. But if we basically want right now, if we move, you need to move your block explorer to basically where it is. So this purple dot is where sparkade.me is, so the Spark Quest. So if we go over to here, we'll just visit the property, so we're in range. Kind of the same idea with other layer 2 games. So now once we go over here, we'll be able to access more menus and more mine details as well. So you can see here, if we go to bank actually, what I'm going to do quickly is put some money over. So if we go down to deposit UpX, and then over here you can put 2.5, you can put 10k in, you can put 25k. We'll just put 50k in for right now so we can actually like use this on the video content. So congratulations. So now that's going to like basically put it into escrow. So if we go over to Upland and then just accept the escrow. So we'll accept that for 52,500 UpX. Yeah, that's gone through. So now you can see the UpX has been reducted, and then soon that'll go over to the account, so we'll be able to see it in here as well. So what my plan to do right now is on my mines, I want to try and upgrade them all to level 5. So you can see this one's 5/5, this one's 5 and 5, this one's 5 and 5, this one's only 2 and 0. So I'm not creating any crystals right now, but I am getting a few resources because the region's at 2. You can upgrade this one without this one, so your factory can produce a crystal without having to have any on this. Basically, you can build a base, a colony, a planet, not a planet, yeah, a planet, but like there's one before that, a moon or a planet on it, but like it won't start doing anything until you either like add a crystal to your factory or add a crystal to your region. So that's basically how it works. Yeah, your mine has a factory and it has a region on it as well. The factory creates crystals and then the region will give you resources, more people, more drone bots, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the growth of the planet. The planet like kind of like is live, so it's making more people, it's making more resources, that kind of idea. And the more crystals, if it's at level 5, it's going to create those a lot faster in the game. So we're over here right now, we're still in range, but we've not got our UpX over right now, so we'll have to wait a bit for that. But you can see what our plan is to right now is to basically upgrade these both and then buy some more mines and buy some more kind of like moons, some more colonies and some more bases as well. And then we'll basically leave them to upgrade. We'll go over to the visits as well. We'll show you how you attack people in the game and stuff like that as well. And then we'll just keep documenting this process. We'll keep filming and kind of going into it as well. So hope you're following along. Hope you're starting to understand how it works. So it's really cool. You basically, all your empty properties squee. Those squees, you want to add a mine to them. Those mines can either be bases, they can be colonies, moons or planets, and then those determine on how many resources are on that planet, and you can keep upgrading those as well, so you can add resources with UpX and other stuff in the game as well. So the more like resources you have on that mine, the more potential that's going to sell to other players in the game as well. So there's loads of different strategies and loads of different stuff to try and like break down on it, but it's really cool. They've got a leaderboard, they've got a sales page as well, so you can just buy like nodes straight away, kind of like in Tycoon. Once you buy a property, it'll transfer all those assets over to yourself. So like you could technically upgrade loads of planets to like level 5, and that'll have more influence on your selling power in Upland like it does with Tycoon and other stuff. So yeah, it all ties in nicely. And then yeah, every time we have a level 5 one, we'll just keep getting more resources. So we'll get like, what did we say? We'll get 20, so we'll get 100 and then 200 on the other as well. So we'll get 200 supplies, 100 drone bots and 100 people every single day. And if no one attacks this property, that'll just still grow. But if someone attacks that property, I'll lose a few resources, but I'll end up getting that UpX visit in Upland as well. So it benefits you. So you could technically just upgrade them to level 5 and then add loads of supplies so people want to attack it and try and get the supplies. But then you could end up getting like 10, 20, 30 visits that day on that property because it's more appealing to get attacked. So there's loads of different strategies behind it as well. So we're going to try and add like loads of resources to a couple of them as well. And yeah, we've got about 4 or 5 visits already on the properties, so I'll be losing a few of these resources. So every time it attacks, sometimes they don't get anything, but they could get a lot. But the higher your visit fee depends on how much they could actually potentially get. So Right now, if it's on 25 UPEX, if they attack this property, they'll only lose like a certain amount. But say it was on 125, they'll probably lose. I'd lose 5 times as much as I would have if it was on 25. So, yeah, it's kind of the idea, which is really cool, and like how that's going into everything. But we're gonna refresh this quickly. We'll go over to here, and then we'll see if it's actually. So we're just waiting for the UPEX to come through. We're still in range. It lasts for about 20 minutes, I was saying, which is so cool. So we've still got about 15 minutes where we can actually go over to our squee, add more bases, or then also go over to our mines and make sure they're all upgraded as well. At the start, I'm upgrading the mines with UPEX, but then eventually when you're creating enough crystals off the factories, so now this will create a crystal every day, this will create a crystal every day, you know, this one will create a crystal every day as well. This one won't create a crystal, and then this one won't create a crystal, but this will create 40 people, 80 people, and then 40 supplies, and no, 80 supplies and 40 people and the regen bot things. Yeah, that's really cool with that. And then the same with this one, this will just create 20, 20 and 40 as well, because level 1, level 2 would be 40, 40, 40 and 80. Level 3 would be 60, 60 and 120. Level 4 would be 80, 80 and 160. And level 5 will be your full one, which will be 100, 100 and 200. So yeah, once you start to understand it, play it for a little while, it does start to make like sense, and it is very confusing at the start. Like squeeze basically just empty properties, and then mines are basically your 4 different types, and then there's planet as well. So yeah, transport's what you can use to upgrade. So if you've got people, supplies and drone bots and sparkles and transport, and you can afford to upgrade or add a mine that way, you can do. So once we start to like attack more people and like gain these supplies in our transport, we can just go straight over to our squee over here and then just basically upgrade. So if we go over here, we could just go into this. So say we had enough in transport, so we had 100,000 sparkles, 20 people, 20 drone bots, and 40 supplies. We could basically just go onto here and then add a base to it. But right now, we've not got enough in transport because we've not attacked enough players in the game. So if we go over to here, I don't think I've got any visits left, but a wee trick for that. If you're new to this, I'll show you over this. This is UPX land, so this is where you get all your data from. Well, this is where I do, but there's a little tool bit down here called Find My Scent. If I click on this and search my username in the game, I'll be able to find the closest visits in this area based on my properties I own in Upland. So you can see there's one at 0 right now. So we'll go over search the bar here, and then we'll go click on it. So we can actually go into this address, and then once I visit this address, it'll attack that player in the game, which is really cool. So we'll get that send, and then it'll give us visits so we can actually attack, because I've not got any visits. I need to get back to treasure hunting and other stuff, but yeah, I've done it for a while, and then like I kind of burnt myself out. But yeah, with these airdrops coming up, we're growing our Twitter account right now, and I find if I can put that much effort into growing my Twitter, I can grow my Twitter a lot faster. So yeah, and it's like, it's gonna reward me in the same way, kind of thing. Oh, we got 2 airplanes. Oh no, we didn't. So yeah, I see like my kind of Twitter, like if I spend 2 hours a night or an hour a night trying to grow Twitter, that's kind of gonna give me the same benefits of like treasure hunting, because we got 0.75 spark. So that was probably the same of like hunting for 2-3 months or something. And I'm sure they'll have another airdrop in the next couple of months, or like definitely in the next month. So yeah, really excited to see what's next. We've gone up followers, so we should get like at least 0.8 spark, you know, based on engagement, and if we hit all the check boxes. But if we do, we should be able to push that up a little bit further, which is awesome. So now we've got our sends. Basically, we've got our 2 sends in Upland. We want to go back over to Spark Quest, and you can see we've got a balance right now. We're going to quickly go over to attack, though. I want to show you this. If we go to attack right now, you can see this has got 100,000. This has got 3 million. So what we'll do is copy this right now and then go over to Upland and then just paste it. And I want to see what happens when I attack this, if we get any UPEX, if we get any supplies or anything like that. Basically, if I wanted to upgrade my bases and I don't have any UPEX, like in the game, I'd have to attack like loads of different players to get those resources. Or you can like buy into it with UPEX and stuff as well. Or you can go onto that like game and like shoot the blocks and stuff as well, and also get Sparklet that way. Not Sparklet, sorry. Sparkles, sorry. There's so many new names coming out now in the game as well, so it's getting really hard to keep up with. So we'll send over to this property quickly right now. We'll enter our code so we can send over, and then we'll be able to see how much we get for the attacks. 696, and then we'll enter that, and now we'll be able to visit that property, and once it visits, it'll attack that property just automatically. And now if we actually go back over to attack, you just need to refresh the page so you can see what's happened. We'll go down to the bottom, and then your recent attack results for mines on this page only. Get your recent attack results, and now I just need to try and find attack results. Then I'll go, where did I go? Attack, all function has been removed. If you attack mines that are not on this page, please use this button to search all mines. Because of the system overload, the attack all functions. Attack these. I think this is it. Let's see. We're basically just trying to find the result of that attack. We're still like learning it. There's a lot to take in, but once we find this side of it, it's probably, we're getting there, and we'll film this and document this going forward as well. I really enjoy this game, so it's cool. So attacking Los Angeles, I think this one was from earlier, but go to dashboard to see your totals. This will show under transport total section. Right, so if we go to transport, and now in transport, sparkles in transport 50 million. Because we got it from the, when you deposit OPEX, which is really cool, into the game, you do get sparkles as well, which is cool. So if we go over to deposit, I think it says, yeah, you get quite a lot of sparkles every time you deposit OPEX into the game, which is cool. So what we're going to do quickly is go over to mine, and then you can see 555, and then this one I want to go and upgrade as much as possible. Your block explorer must be in proximity, so we'll send back to that property quickly because it's just gone out of range now because I visited that other place to attack it. I've got an hour to claim that attack, so once we upgrade, basically we'll go over and see if we can find that as well. If not, I'll work it out tonight and we can put it in the next video as well, which will be cool. So you can see we've only got a region level 2, so every 4 days that will create me 40 people, 40 drone bots, and 80 supplies, I believe. So don't hold me on that. I think that's where it is right now. So what we're going to do is go over to your block explorer must be close. So yeah, what we need to do is just refresh this page because now the block explorer is in range. So once we refresh it, we should get more options. Here we go. So now you can see these options here. So you can upgrade a base to a base for 800,000 sparkles, and then you'll get 400,000 sparkles. So the player, what you buy these resources off, you'll give 800,000 sparkles. So he'll receive 800,000 sparkles. You'll receive 400,000, so he'll make 400,000 sparkles profit off that. And then also you'll receive the sparkles, 50 people, 50 drone bots, and 100 supplies. And then the same as it goes up as well. It'll go basically, so the players what have got the most planets, the most moons, the most colonies, and the most bases will sell. So if you've got loads of colonies, you'll sell a lot of bases and then a few colonies, I believe. If you have a moon, you'll sell a lot of colonies and a few moons. And if you have a planet, you'll sell a lot of moons and a few planets as well. So that's really how it works. Like, that's what I think it works like at the moment. And then you can see these are the upgrades as well. So with UpX, we can upgrade to a colony, a planet as well. We've not got any, and then a colony upgrade here. So you can either use sparkles or you can use UpX as well in the games. And then over here you can see region and factory upgrade. So these are the ones we're trying to get up to 5 and 5 to get a level 5s. The fee is 325 UpX, so every time I buy one of these, that'll go to the player what's got the most like crystals on a factory. So like Sparkade.me will pick who they're going to use the crystals off, basically. So someone's just received 325 UpX, but like we don't know who that is as well. It's the player what's got the most activity in the game, the player what's got the most resources on his mines and stuff like that, and the most mines. Yeah, that's really cool. And these ones are with the crystals, sorry, as well. So say you just leave your factory running for a year, you'll have 365 crystals plus your 10 from your level 5, so you'll have 375 crystals. So you'll probably, every time someone buys, every like 10th sale or whatever, depending on how many people come into the game. But you can see here the factory, region, region, factory, factory, region, factory. So this is every time someone's upgraded one of these and purchased. You can see them come through here. So a player's basically every single time. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So that shows the last 10. So every time you click an upgrade, like we'll upgrade this to level 5, so that's 10. So we'll be giving away basically 3,250 UPX to 10 different players, or maybe like 8 different players, you know, but we'll never know. So not everyone's going to be dumping crystals on the market and just crash the markets. You're always going to get good returns, and like when you sell, so it's really positive, like really positive. I'm looking forward to this. You can see the regions at region is at 3 now, and then if we went back into here and then region upgraded, so we buy one more crystal, that'll get it up to 4 now. So if we go back, you can see it's at 4, and then if we upgrade one more time, that'll get it to 5. So we'll upgrade that to 5. And basically, I want to, every single day, I want to, like, these mines are ticking over. I don't want to, there's no point me owning like 100 bases and only having like 6 of them working. So every time we upgrade to 5, we're going to basically add another mine to this now and basically grow it that way. And now you can see we've only got the factory because all the region's full now. So now it'll start overproducing. Everything now is like kind of overstock. So that overstock will potentially be able to be sold. They say that it starts to be automatically added to sales if it's 3x. So say you need like 40 drone bots for a base, and then say you've got like 120 or 160 drone bots, that you'll start to maybe see sales at that point. So that's really how it works on that side of it. So yeah, I hope I'm explaining this okay. It took me a while to start to understand it as well, but over in the next few days we'll really be able to start to have an impact and like grow this, because we want to try and see where we can actually get with this, because this is exciting. I'm actually like having fun again, you know. It's not like a lot of stuff I've just kind of like, it's getting stressful and it's like it's becoming too much like a job, but with this it's just like really fun. And once you understand like what's going on and how it works and stuff like that, it really does become powerful. So if we go to power off, just to see which ones haven't, so you've got none with no power, and then we'll go over to factories, see if this one and this one's online, and that one's online as well. So now if we go over to our mines, we should be able to see them all, and then this one here we need to upgrade as well quickly. So we'll upgrade this to level 5, and then all of our 5 are online at level 5 as well, and then we'll just add more and more and more to the builds. And then like the higher the resources go on each node, the more potential sales we'll have in the game. And like we do with Upland, we'll document the process, we'll follow the journey and the growth, and there's about 550 players on the game right now as well, so I can easily see this going up. You know, it's just at the start, there's a lot of growth in the game, a lot of players can come in as well, and like, yeah, we love the idea and the players behind this as well, so it's so exciting to see. And like, I was watching the video, More Cheese interviewed, what was really cool as well to see, it's just, yeah, so exciting to see. Like kind of like how people can build and grow and just like develop these games, and it doesn't seem like it's like a money grab either. It genuinely feels like, you know, he loves Upland, he loves like kind of games and building games and stuff as well. So hopefully we'll see like loads more updates and loads more stuff coming out, and it won't be this slow kind of yeah, burn, like, you know what I mean. Like, these are, I was talking about in a few videos before, and I was like, the players will actually love Upland and like put Upland before the business side of it. Like, we do these YouTube videos completely free, we make some sponsors now and then, but yeah, we're not making anything off these videos or filming every night. I believe like our rewards will be once we hit like 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, like we start to get like sponsors, more sponsors in, like we have advertisements, we get like product placements, you know, and that's like years to come. So I'm going to work on this really hard for like the years and years to come, like hopefully forever. But like, this is what I see with this game as well. I see like the passion, I see like kind of just a love for the game behind it as well. So that's what I'm on board with. I see that, and like when I'm putting money into stuff as well, I really like to see kind of like a return on it, you know what I mean? But I really feel comfortable with this. So you can see the planet upgrade, the moon. So for 5,000 UPX you can have a planet. So what we're going to do is get a planet upgrade, and then this will probably be more, I'm still trying to work all this out, but this will probably be more prone to getting attack than a base, for instance, because there's more resources on it. So for that 5,000 UPX we got 5 million sparkles, 20,000 people, 20,000 drone bots, and 40,000 supplies as well, which is awesome to see. And then what we'll have to do is go and upgrade that as well, but we're going to buy one more as well. So what have I got now? I need to get one more planet, so we'll get another planet quickly. And then we'll also make sure, so we've got 2 planets, 2 colonies, and then we'll get one more moon as well. So if we go back to Squeak, and then we need another moon. So we'll go to this one here. I need to make sure I take all these off sale as well on the game. So we're going to go to make sure we've got moon as well. So basically I'm targeting every single node in the game. I think it's moon. I don't want to just buy a moon and then it was the other one. It is a moon, I'm sure it's a moon. So if we click on moon, now we've got, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So my plan is to grow them all at the same space as well, so I've got more chance to sell. So say a player comes in and buys a base, or a player comes in and buys a colony, or he comes in and buys a moon or a planet. I've got like kind of mines there at all those levels to target all the markets. That's my idea, to try and like spread those out, 250 of every node, and then try and get as many of those like resources. So I'm not going to touch the resources. I'm going to keep trying to like attack people in the game, so they'll get UPX from my Upland account, and then I'll also get resources. It's kind of good to be attacked on the game as well. It's not like you lose everything, or like you'll get a portion based on how much UPX that visit fee was. Yeah, you probably lose like 20 or 30 people, you know, that kind of idea. But if you've got your planet, your mine up to level 5.5, you'll be creating 100, 100 and 200 supplies every day. So yeah, as long as you're not getting attacked that much. But then if you're getting attacked that much, you're basically creating loads of sends, so you're getting loads of sends in Upland as well, growing your account. And then also you're on level 5, so no matter what, over time that mine will start to like grow again until someone attacks it. But you don't need to like reinvest after that. That mine will stay there, and if it does get attacked, you're getting visits. If it doesn't get attacked, the supplies are just growing as well, making it sell more of those resources back to other players in the game. So yeah, the more like kind of attacks are good because you get visits, and then also if you don't get attacked, your nodes can grow a lot faster as well. So, and then think in a year's time where your nodes have all got like 1 million of each resource and stuff like that, loads of players will be attacking you. Like you've got loads of opportunity for Sparkade Me to use your property to sell. So if that starts to make sense, it's starting to tick away nicely. You'll start to really, it just clicked for me after a while, but it did take a while to actually click because it is a lot to take in. Like honestly, it's so much. We need to upgrade the region, so we'll upgrade that right now. And then if we go here, you can see on details again, and now we get both. So you need to upgrade the region before you can upgrade the factory, I believe. And now we've got that up to 2. So I want to just try and get this up as quick as possible before my block explorer runs out of range. So you can only do the upgrades and buy stuff when the block explorer is in range, but you can do all the other stuff when it's not. So I'd like highly suggest you get everything done when it's in range, and then you can move off to the other stuff as well. But that every time I buy one of these right now, that's 325 UPX going to another player in the game as well. So me just putting this 50,000 UPX into this, like someone else is getting, well, loads of people are getting 50,000 UPX right now while we're filming this video, which is really cool to see. And then that probably will incentivize them more to like build and grow into the game as well. So it's got a really good system set up to go really well in the future as well. And with these kind of map assets and rockets and other stuff as well, it's got so much potential to be really, really, like, I just see it being so good. It's like quiet in the background, and it's probably one of like the best things what's been released on layer 2, but it's just not really been like out there as much. So this is why we're going to try and like change that, because it's just so much fun. I'd highly suggest you check it out. This is not sponsored, like kind of the mines and everything and Quailwood's all sponsored, but like I genuinely love this as well. So we're just going to jump on and actually start making some more content as well around this, and seeing where we can actually get as well. Once we start to get some sales, we'll jump on and like we'll show the sales and like what mines are making the sales, what mines are getting attacked. So you can actually get some like kind of in depth knowledge before you actually go ahead with it, if you don't want to go ahead with it right now. We'll see how we get on with it as well, and we'll document the process, because I can see myself filming this. I'm actually enjoying filming these videos. Like, I love filming every video, but this is brand new. This is not like repetitive, you know what I mean? So, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. Like, I really do appreciate everybody what supports these videos. If you're still watching right now, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. We try and release like daily videos based on Upland and all these layer 2 games coming out, and then we'll try and film as much content based on other games in the future what come out as well. But yeah, we see ourselves on Sparkade very like forever now. Like, we've got 1,000 properties, sorry, so like it's really, we're in a good position to be able to grow on this as well, which is fortunate, because we've spent like the last 18 months getting to this position to now where we can actually like have a bit of UPEX on the side as well. And with this $100 wheel going right now, we've been able to generate a lot of UPEX, because a lot of players want dollars, but we want UPEX. It's a way that this channel can give back to the players what watch these videos as well. So yeah, jump on the wheel, buy any James UK property for UPEX or dollars, like, and then get onto the wheel. You can buy multiple properties, and then every single property purchased is one entry into the wheel. So yeah, that'll be really exciting. I want to see like the person, like, you know, what wins it. It'll be cool to like talk to them, maybe interview them on the channel and stuff like that as well. So yeah, that's really exciting. We'll spin that wheel on Genesis weekend as well, so you'll have the dollars for Upland and for that weekend to enjoy and party. So yeah, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then 5 as well. So they're all upgraded now. We've got 2 of every one, so we've got 8 currently, and we're going to leave it like that. I don't want to make too much like information in one video. We will come out tomorrow with another video as well, breaking it down a little bit further. Now we've started to put out like kind of this video, and then tomorrow we'll go into it a little bit harder, and we'll like invest some more UPEX and grow that way. See if we make any sales and like add some more resources to the nodes. Talk more about the transport. And then they're also bringing out another 2 different games what actually link up to all the resources and supplies in this game as well. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about, and I'm going to like break it down over probably 5 videos as well. So hope you've enjoyed the content, guys. Click that subscribe button if you're not already, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Sparkade Me video. Peace.